everypony MuseScript here, and I am joined with FlutterRose. Say hi, FlutterRose!
Hello!
And today we're going to be talking about something that we both have on our channels, audio dramas!
Yay!
So, yeah, I have an audio drama that took even less than a year to come out, and FlutterRose has an audio drama that is still going on, but yeah, is improving with each episode. Isn't that right, FlutterRose?
Yes, I hope it bumpy start. We improve every year, every few months. So
yay!
We're doing it. We're getting there.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience for everyone.
Yeah. So we are going to be interviewing each other.
Yay! Questions, answers, stuff.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Cool. So
okay.
who wants to start?
I'll start.
Yep.
Okay. So, what got you into MLP?
That is a very good question, so I'll answer that. When I was very young, like a tiny child, I got introduced to a couple of 80s children's TV shows. They were like Care Bears and the first generation of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, that sort of thing. So I was pretty familiar with the franchise, but specifically Generation 4, I was browsing on YouTube one day, I think it was roughly 2014 probably, and I came across a video from that one episode where Rainbow Dash performs to Sonic Rainboom, and it had Rainbow Dash going, louder! And then Fluttershy going, yay! And that sort of cycle continuing, and then I'm like, huh, ponies, haven't seen them for a while. And so sometime later, then I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna watch the episodes just cause. That's exactly what I did. But yeah, but then again, it wasn't until 1 year later that I actually properly joined the fandom. I was just randomly checking, hey, I wonder how MLP is going. I haven't seen much action from that for a while. They're probably like halfway through season 5. And then I looked at Wikipedia and well, season 5 hadn't aired yet, so I was like, oh my god, yes! So then I was like, yep, hype. That every pony is how I joined the MLP fandom.
Started with the old, ended with the new. Fantastic.
Yep, that's how it started. Yep.
Alright, your turn.
Okay, so how did you get into the MLP fandom, FlutterRose?
Well, Muse, I'm glad you asked. Furthermore, it's actually a friend of mine. It was actually me who found it, unlike you did. My friend was a brony back in high school, and I was like, what is a brony? So he showed me. He's like, you know what? This episode just came out. It actually suits you very well. You love to sing, but you're very shy. So he showed me Billy Vanilli, which is people that actually hate this episode, but I kind of enjoyed this one. So it got me into the MLP franchise hype. That's how I became a Pegasister. So that episode itself just got me reeled in. Starting from season 1 all the way to now season 6, almost season 7. So I'm a little late, but better late than never, I always say.
So is that the reason why your name is like FlutterRose, because you got flutter at the start of it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say that. Very cheesy way of saying it, but yes, you know, I like to soar in great heights, and I like roses. I combined them both together, and it worked.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a rip-off of Pinky Rose. I am her cousin, twice removed. Sure.
And that's also the reason why your OC is a Pegasus.
Yes, I like to fly, but I hate heights. So I don't know how that worked.
Well, that's similar to Fluttershy as well.
Yep.
Of
course.
Yay!
Yay!
All of the
My
yays.
show really sucks.
Oh, it's okay. Anyway, I think it's your turn to ask me a question.
Alrighty. The one, my favorite. Who is best pony?
Well, yes. I guess I've been getting that a lot, kind of. I mean, I remember back in June I was in a Skype call with Ashley H and Silver Swirls pretending to be Rainbow Dash and Twilight Sparkle in their Calls Bronies series, and they were asking me, who do you think is best pony? And then I was like, Rainbow Dash. And then Silver Swirls is just like, oh, thank you so much. And then Ashley H is like, how can this happen to me? That was a lot of fun having to chat with them. But good question. Why do I like Rainbow Dash? She is not that much like me in reality. In fact, I'm more like Fluttershy. But the reason I like Rainbow Dash is because she's someone that I like to support rather than be most like. I liked her journey into becoming a Wonderbolt, how it was gradual through the 6 seasons, and I also liked how her relationship with Tank grew as well. You know, that sort of thing. So I guess I do have a couple of similarities, you know. Striving to compose music, that sort of thing. It's kind of like a sort of similar goal. And I'm one of those people who actually liked Newbie Dash because I knew that there was just one more obstacle that Rainbow Dash had to go through until she could properly become a Wonderbolt and accept the ways of the Wonderbolt. And yeah, I was actually looking at it through the Wonderbolt's point of view as well. I mean, it is kind of a military sort of thing that they're up against. So, yeah.
And they do call them by nicknames. Yeah, that the last name. So they were actually pretty good on that episode. I'm actually very impressed.
Yeah. So, yeah. Who do you think is best pony?
Starlight.
Starlight
is best pony, and she'll be shipped by Larson. She will be Larson. She's awesome. And the reason why I say this, though, because Starlight is basically a pony version of me, you know. Granted, I did not, you know, enslave ponies and travel the time and, you know, try to destroy people's lives, but personality-wise, we both have a very huge amount of anxiety. We hate being put on the spot. We hate trying to take charge. And we get very hurt very easily. We try to go over the top, try to please people, even if it means causing some trouble, or getting into trouble, or causing the trouble. But, you know, I mean, looking how from season 5, now season 7, she has grown a lot in the past year and a half. Like, I began to enjoy her more and more within each episode. And I hope she gets Larsoned in Level 5. And I will tell many ponies that I told you so, because she is best pony. I love her.
I must admit, she was probably one of my favorite villains, like, when she was a villain. She was just, like, getting away with her plan, although most of the villains kind of were getting away with their plan. She was just really sly, and wow, I was just seeing how powerful she was. And then also with, season 5 finale, I loved that finale because we got to see all these different alternative timelines, like a parody of World War II, or like a changeling infestation, that sort of thing. Oh my god, I just loved that episode. And yeah, I can agree with you. Starlight has grown a lot through the season since her redemption. And yeah. And also, something that struck me when I first got introduced to Starlight was that she has the same voice actress as Barbie.
Yeah, she does. I was actually very pleased. You know, I grew up with that. You know, back
so did I.
In the 90s. It was actually really fun, yeah. So I was actually very, very happy. I was like, yay!
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that voice sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh, right. That's where I've heard that voice from.
Indeed.
Yep.
Alrighty, your question.
Yes. Yeah, your turn to ask me a question. Yep.
Oh, my turn. Whoopsies, my turn.
Yep.
Okay. How did you meet Peacock? And are you two shippable?
That is a very interesting story. So, I guess how I met Peacock, I first discovered her YouTube channel through one of the trailers for her upcoming audio drama with Heartsea titled Shadows of Corruption. And then I found out sometime later that she was Australian, and I'm like, yay, I found another Australian Pegasister. And so then I'm not quite sure how we discovered each other's Skypes. I think I just discovered her Skype and we discovered each other's DeviantArts, and she was like, oh my god, you have Skype! And I'm like, yes. And the first ever Skype call I ever had, like on Skype, was with Peacock. And then I did my little face reveal to her, and she was like, ah! And yeah, every so often we have now been Skype buddies, which has been really cool. And the question, are we shippable? Blame Dolphin Wave X. She started the ship MuseScript, which there are a couple of pictures of Peacock and I being shipped.
Oh, I've seen them, and I think they are very adorable.
Yeah, they are cute. They are cute.
Yeah. I've been shipped with many people, even Aeon. I'm like, okay, whatever, a couple kids.
Oh my, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I even got shipped with Pinky Rose. I was like, really? Y'all just had to throw it in there, didn't you?
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. I like getting little fan arts from people. It's like, oh, how cute.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really.
I actually got one from our collab we did. Oh, so cute. I gotta show you a picture of it once we end this little shindig. It's so
yeah,
pretty.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess it's my turn to actually begin another chain of questions to the bit what we're actually all talking about, that we all been waiting for. Inspiration for The Lost Sun. How did it get started?
Well, good thing you've asked. I'm a writer. I love to write books. I actually got one published, so it's always been something I love doing. But once I joined the fandom, I wanted to write a story, based on an alternate universe, and I love the idea of the thought of what happened during that 1,000 years when Luna was gone. Like, what happened between her and Discord and all that stuff. Just that time of Celestia being alone. Like, what could she be doing? All that stuff besides trying to figure out how to rule Equestria. And I love the idea of shipping between Discord and Celestia. I don't know why, but to me, it just reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast, which out of all Disney films, that was like my favorite. I loved Beauty and the Beast as a kid. I still do. People thinking I'm a live version of Belle, I think is very flattering and very adorable and cute. But I wanted to go into it further, and I saw this artist named Kaleria. I'm gonna butcher her name, but I saw her art, and the idea of her and Discord having a son, and for him to be all chaotic and yet be a prince, I was like, huh, what an interesting idea. What if they had a kid? I was like, okay, let's go a little further about this. And I'm like, oh, wait. What if she gave him up? What if she felt guilty after her sending Discord to Stone? What if he never knew? What if she's like, oh, I feel so guilty. I can't raise this child alone. And, she just was being a new ruler. I didn't know what to do, so she gave him away. And then she was like, all that guilt of her not telling Discord and for her to give her son up while banishing Luna to the moon. Like, I can't imagine a life like that, just the thought of it just sounds horrible, but yet with Celestia, it fits because she's living a life so much in regret and blames herself for, all the wrong she's made and can't forgive herself. It's kind of like me. I never forgive myself for something. Like, even though I think that I have, it still comes back with little moments of life. It's like, oh, I remember doing that one thing, or oh, remember that one thing I did. It was so stupid, or oh, I did that one thing. Just me and her are very relatable people. Me and Celestia are like peas in a pod when it comes to blaming ourselves and causing ourselves misery.
Oh dear.
But yeah, that's how I got story. And it's a very personal thing for me because with Celestia, she's like a piece of me. Like, I can relate to her so much in so many ways. Like, I have done things in my life that I have regretted and just can never let go. But yet I move forward with the support of family and those I love. And, it helps you along the way. So this story has really been learning experience for me / kind of like an eye-opener, possibilities, as well as uplifting my viewers in a way to not lose hope.
Nice.
Yeah. And there'll be a sequel, kids. I think it's good now. We need to get the sequel. Everybody's excited for the sequel. Forget the Lost Sun. Just go to the sequel.
Wow.
Because everybody I already got art designs and everything, certain characters by giving little pics from my fanfiction. They're like, oh, have this and this, and I'm like, oh, what a good idea.
Oh my.
All right. My question now. How do you manage to draw by yourself while editing and mostly doing voice work in less than a month? Are you a robot? If so, can you show me how to be so awesome?
I thought you were going to ask how I started the heart shell, but okay, I'll answer this question first.
That question will be after this. This one I've always been curious
All
how
right.
you do it.
Well, let's see. Most of last year, I guess I was working on it a lot, like composing the music, that sort of thing. And this was like back when I was in my final year of high school as well. I was doing a lot of composing in my spare time. And then I've already had the story kind of written out, but then as the days and the year progressed this year, there were many rewrites. Well, I guess I kind of scheduled myself in terms of art. I would like do this scene, this many images a day or something. I was pretty organized with that sort of thing. I had a checklist. I had, lists, that sort of thing. Yeah, most of the time I've got sticky notes. I was pretty organized. I even have like a schedule list for upcoming uploads on my YouTube channel. And also because I'm a really fast artist, I practiced a lot through the heart shell to try and draw, because before the heart shell I wasn't that great at drawing ponies, but since the heart shell I have developed my own style, and yeah, it was a matter of practice and it worked.
That's awesome. Self-motivation and organization is key, kid.
And also, the other reason is, I guess, the only thing I had this year was uni. I didn't really have any part-time jobs or anything like that, so I wasn't too busy. I had spare time.
As for me, being an adult, I got a full-time job.
Oh my.
No schedules for me. I just do it when I can and hope and pray that it goes well.
Nice. I'm just trying to think of
I'm
what.
more of an improver.
I see. I'm just trying to think of what to ask you now. Let's see.
Ask away. Don't be shy. I'm like an open book.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think of a question. So, let's see. Jeez. I guess I'm not the best at coming up with questions, am I?
That's why I write mine down, because knowing my memory, I always forget, or I ask random crap that comes in my head.
Wow. Okay, hold on. Don't worry. I'll come up with something really quickly. Just give me a second. Something will pop into my head. Let's see. How about? Well, yeah, I would say that, your audio drama has kind of grown and developed since its conception, I guess. That's not really a question, is it? So how do you...
Yeah, that's a question, dealing with negativity. There you go.
Yeah,
how to deal with negative haters and how to continue the motivation without getting, pulled down. Because you're right. Looking at chapter 1 to chapter 5 now, there has been improvements, audio-wise, art-wise, acting-wise, as well as, figuring out plots and how to put it all together without making, be confusing, being able to find conversations where it's actually, it's not too fast. All that stuff was all learning experience. Because I have never really dealt with a big project before, and I was like, what have I done to myself? Because, it's not easy, putting different audio files together, matching everything together, make sure everything's all nice and clean, the music's not too loud, the audio is all heard, that's all matched, and it's all sounding smooth, while putting the art together in a way that it kind of goes through with the audio and through the story. It's all learning experience, not only for me as a director and pro-host, but also, for my cast who are just beginning to learn voice acting, who are still learning to know the ways and how to, find their inner character, all that stuff. And well as for new artists who are trying to learn how to do art, like for you, for example, learning how to find your way of art, to be able to do it fast and while being inspired to make it fun, while putting a little bit of, little Easter eggs or versions of yourselves in there, while making it fun as well. And I've tried to make it a learning experience and a fun experience for everybody. It's like a family thing. We're all in this together. We're getting out ideas or if, hey, can we do this and this and this? Sure, let's talk about it. It's not just me saying, here's the script, guys, go for it. I want to you guys hear your ideas too, because I can be like, hey, guys, I'm stuck on a scene for a chapter. You guys got any ideas for it? And I'll give them little things to work on. But like, it's a learning family experience, and we're growing and participating and being improving each chapter. And some chapters take longer than others because I want to make sure that all their hard work is paid off. And if they want more time, I'll give them more time. I'm still alive right now, so I might as well, just give them more time so I won't kill them.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a family learning experience. It was a rough start, but now we're pulling through and we're doing great.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of the haters. Come and get me. I'm not afraid of you. Really, I'm not, though. Like, I think they're amusing. They're like my favorite part of the entire YouTube experience. Having to deal with them while making them look bad, / saying, hey, thank you for your comment. Have a great rest of the day. Love you, toots. Just to, not piss them off, be, like, nice to them. Because, everybody deserves kindness and a good laugh.
Yeah, I'm not like that. If I see anything like that, which usually it's not that likely, normally, no, I mainly get positive stuff on my channel, but if there is just the unlikely circumstance that there is something negative, I just kind of approach it in a mature way and just explain that sort of thing, and yeah, but that sort of stuff doesn't usually happen to me. But then again, as I get more popular and I get more subscribers, maybe it might head down that road. Kind of like what my Halloween special kind of demonstrated with Crutchet.
Yeah, you got a couple of picky little people there. I noticed that. I was like, aw, poor Musey. I almost wanted to comment on one of them, but I'm like, nope. This is not my channel.
Well,
I can't have comments.
right.
I
was also gonna say, like, the comments that were kind of circling around my OC were actually altered on Paint. They weren't what they actually said. They were just, I just kind of altered them on Paint with the right font.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, so your question for me.
Alright. What is your favorite part in your audio drama? What's that one scene or one song that you just love?
Again, I thought you were going to ask how I got started with my audio drama, but...
Don't worry, I'm getting there.
Alright, okay, alright. My favorite
Yeah.
bit of my audio drama, oh boy. Like yours, my audio drama has grown, although I've always been good at editing audio. That's like my specialty. But I guess it was terms of story and art that I needed a bit of work on. But to answer your question, my favorite part of I guess I really like the balance that I had, because I had a balance of drama and comedy, comic relief mainly provided by Pinkie Pie, and all the times that she literally broke the fourth wall. I think one of my favorite bits was in episode 8, where Pinkie literally grabs the YouTube video from her main of Applejack's original song, the YouTube video. That was very funny.
That was genius. When I saw that, I was just dying. I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, so I'm usually likely to pull stunts like that, and it's awesome.
And you made it work. Like, I was like, holy crap, she just did a thing that no one would ever have thought of. That was genius.
You are welcome. So yeah, I guess that was one of my favorite bits that I liked working on, just that really random comedic scene that I made work. That was really funny. And also hiding all of those hidden peacocks. Well, not all of the hidden peacocks, but just a couple of hidden peacocks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I do agree. It's those little moments that just, like, it just makes you laugh. Or, like, that random poke is like, whoa, they didn't see that coming.
Like,
I do love random comedy.
Yeah.
So, that's for you.
Yeah, because, like, I remember when I was watching the 6th episode of Remembrance, and I was trying to challenge myself on how many Doritos I could spot in the first watching. I almost spotted all of them. Almost.
Uh,
She had so
yeah,
many
and then
hidden
there's
readers.
DF that gets all those movie references in there. It's like, oh, yep, I remember that movie. Yes.
Yeah, that. Okay. Oh god, now I'm stuck with asking you another question again. Okay, let's
Okay.
see. I've already asked negativity. I've asked about the lost son. I've asked about other things like getting into the brony community. Let's see, what else haven't I asked about this yet? Let's see. So yeah, as I said before, I really like how like your community of the Lost Sun is like a family, and you keep sharing ideas with each other. Yeah, I think that's really cool because like when I was mainly writing stuff, maybe taking a couple of suggestions from Peacock, but not that many. Okay, that's an I don't know. That was a rough attempt of a question, but it didn't come out as a question. Um, hmm. I don't know. I don't know what to ask.
Well, you can ask anything really, like what's on your mind about Lost Son. What could be happening next. What's to be expected in the future. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
Anything you're thinking
yeah,
about.
yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of seen some of the script for the future episodes, so really don't really need to ask about that because I kind of remember what they are. I mean, yeah, some. I don't know. I'm not going to reveal any spoilers. No, this is a spoiler-free thing.
Darn it.
Oh, you like spoilers, do you?
Just a little bit. I think they're kind of fun to poke out every now and then, just to keep the audience, intrigued.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I don't like revealing spoilers because yeah.
Oh,
Oh
I
well.
do. It's
Anyway,
very chaotic for me to do.
so I don't know. That was a pretty attempt of a question because I don't know what else to ask at the moment. Maybe something will pop up. But I
Well,
know.
you can ask people like maybe favorite chapter. I've
Oh
asked
yeah,
stuff like
yeah, yeah. Of
favorite
course,
song,
yep, yep. Oh,
favorite part
oh.
in
Okay,
TLS,
of course, yeah.
random stuff.
Okay, good point. Good point. All right. What is your favorite chapter that you have worked on?
Oh, let's see. I think out of 1 through 6, I would have to say my favorite one would have to be chapter 2.
Hmm.
Just because, it's the part where, Celestia admits to Torin about how he's her son, all that stuff. It's just like a little bit of like, a backflash future thing, It's just it's a touching moment for between her and Celestia. Be like, oh my gosh, my son has returned, and then for him to find out all these things about himself that he never knew. He's wondered for years where he came from, who his real parents were, and he finds out he's royalty, and he's like, whoa, what is happening? And then Twilight having a freak out saying, how could you not tell me this, waifu? How could you not tell me that he's your son? That you had a child with Discord? What the heck? It's
Oh my.
just that moment where it's like, whoa, plot twist. But then again, everyone saw it coming too. I mean, the lost son. I mean, that was kind of like, I wanted to spell it out for you, but obviously she has a kid. But
Oh
no,
my.
just I love that it's not only an improvement between chapter 1, but also it's a really good, a good storylines. It's really smooth. It has, good plot points and good twists that are going to be coming up in the following chapters. Just out of all the chapters, I think it's the most heartwarming out of all of them, slash comedic wise, and how it introduces everybody that's going to be coming into play in the story.
Hmm.
Like how, Flurry Heart is, could be immortal, and how she'll become a full grown mare at age 5, how she's very fast growing and very talented, and, has a very, unique gifts that are not like, any other unicorn. She was born an alicorn. I get to play with that a little bit and just, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also a little bit of a Rare Jack ship little hint that people have not caught on. There's a moment where you can tell that Applejack likes Rarity, and no one has pointed it out besides Pee-wee. I was like, finally, someone who actually figured out the plot that was going to happen. Gosh.
Wow.
I like Rare Jack, okay? Don't judge me.
No, that's
I like
okay.
opposite attractions. I think out of all the ships, it's like my favorite. I love Rare
That's
Jack.
fine. It's like how I like Pinky Dash, and that's hinted quite a bit in my audio drama.
Oh, yes. I saw that. I was like, what are you doing? Stop it.
What? Anyway, your question for me.
Okay. Same thing. Favorite chapter.
Yeah, well,
What is your chapter?
in my case, I usually like to call them episodes. Oh boy, and there were a lot of episodes that I liked working on, except episode 1. But other than that, the last few I really had a blast working on, like episode 8, episode 9, episode 10. But if I had to choose between all 3 of those, I can't choose. They were all so dramatic and little bits comedic at the same time. But if I had to choose, probably I liked working on episode 10 because it showed how much my art style and my layering animation skills on Coral had improved, and it was like the big one. I mean, I did have to rush the art a little bit so I could be able to upload it before. Like my household has this unlimited internet thing, and like by the 20th or something, it slowly disintegrates, and then we have to renew it. I think we were just kind of worried that I wouldn't be able to upload it or something, but of course that didn't happen. But yeah, I liked working on episode 10. It was the most dramatic one. It had the most feels. It made Peacock cry 3 times.
Oh, speaking of that, I still need to put my blind reaction on there. Thank you very much. And I did cry. More than once.
Oh yeah, your blind reaction. I still haven't seen that yet. You haven't.
You're gonna see my face. I'm still getting edited. I have someone edited for me.
Okay.
It's actually on
yeah.
vacation right now, so it'll be up soon.
Okay, cool. Thanks for Thanks for the heads up. Yay.
You're welcome.
Alright, so that's my question answered. I mean your question answered, so my next question for you. What would be your favorite song that you've had? Because unlike me, you kind of have, cover parody songs instead most of the time.
Oh, I think out of all the ones I've written so far, or I should say written now, I think one that's my favorite one's gonna be coming up, chapter 6, will have to be the Celestia Forevermore Beauty and the Beast ballad. That'll be coming up in chapter 6.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The feels, man, just I cannot wait for you to listen to it. Like I had someone like edit this, and I bawled. I was like, I sound so pretty and emotional. I was like, holy crap, no. Like, I love writing, emotional, touchy-feely songs or funny, goofy, random songs. I think that one's my top favorite, but I think the second favorite that I've done so far in chapter 5 would have to be the one with Discord, how he's trying to win Celestia back. Again, another Beauty and the Beast parody, but just to see him be a goofball and try to win her back, doing the most craziest, hilarious stuff while doing movie references. Like, I love writing Discord songs. It just, because I can do whatever I want, and everybody's like, oh, just Discord, and it's like, I can do anything, and it'll just be funny. And you could tell I had fun, and even Quill had fun singing this song. He's like, man, this song's just like great to sing. It was a blast. I want another one. So we're planning on doing another one soon as like a random parody skit. But knowing myself, I'm a goofball, so I like to make pull fun at myself. I'm pulling fun at the cast, if not the show itself. So yeah. I like writing fun parodies or the emotional, feely ones that make everybody cry. No, out of all of them, those two are my favorite.
Cool.
Yes. Same question. What's your favorite song out of your audio drama?
Well, let's see. A couple of weeks ago, I posted a top 10 of my songs, and I guess I'll reference that. My favorite song that I had composed for the drama, my number one, was the ending song that I had in the credits, which I wasn't playing any character, it was just my normal singing voice, and it just started off from like nothing to like getting really dramatic and key changes, and it was, yeah, with like all the progression of my art playing in the background, and it was just really dramatic. It was just really intense. I kind of imagine it being kind of like My Heart Will Go On by Titanic, from Titanic by Celine Dion. But my second favorite song, which was in the list, which was actually in the audio drama, was Can't Forget the Past, which was the second duet sung by Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash. And same thing, it was dramatic, and it was also more on the emotional feelsy side. And yeah, I really liked the instrumentation of that as well, how it just got more dramatic as it went on. I do not ship Flutterdash, they're just really good friends, and I like it when
dang it, I was about to say, I was like, if you're shipping those two, I ship it away. And you say that, I was like, really?
People really don't like shipping Flutterdash. I think I probably know why. So I don't ship them. I just find them as like really good support for each other. That sort of thing.
They're the best buddies. They're the best friends that they'll have forever and ever.
Yeah, like Rainbow Dash would teach Fluttershy how to be more assertive, or like, you know, that sort of thing, and then Fluttershy would tell Rainbow Dash how to be more sensitive or something. I don't know. That's just
it's a good balance for both of them, and they also grew up together. So yeah, it does make sense. Which I still need to do a collab for. I'm so behind on stuff I need to do. Every time I talk to people, I'm like, yep, I gotta do that, or yep, I gotta do this, or yep, I must finish this. It's like, ugh. So much to do, so little time.
So much to do, so little time. Where have I heard that before? I don't know.
I'm also a procrastinator. I just do stuff when I want to, and I kind of forget about them.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh my. So let's see. I've asked you your favorite chapter. I've asked about your favorite songs. Because there were two. There was two of mine. What else can I ask the cookie god? Why are you the cookie god?
I like cookies. I really do. Out of all desserts, cookies and Oreos are like my thing with milk. Chocolate milk. It's delicious. It's a good source of happiness and relaxation. I like cookies.
Nice. Cool.
Almost too much. It's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh my.
Yeah. You can ask me anything. Really.
I thought I just asked you a question.
Oh, why I like cookies? Oh, okay, that counts.
Well, it is a question.
Yeah, that is a question. It's random. It works. Okay,
yeah, so what's the next?
Yeah. You. Oh, I just had it. Dang it.
What were you gonna ask? Because you still like have two. I think you still have like two questions that I'm thinking that you would be asking me, like, why am I the cheese queen, or how did I start on the hard shell? You still haven't asked that one yet.
I was actually about to ask that. I had it and I lost it. I was trying to find the right way to phrase it. But what got you to create the hard shell?
What
was your motive? What was how did it all start? What was the spark?
Question is finally asked. Okay, so as you probably know, Rainbow Dash is my favorite character, and I've already mentioned that. I love the relationship between her and Tank, and when I watched Tanks for the Memories, I loved it to bits because I got to see more of Rainbow and Tank's relationship. So I was thinking sometime like late 2015, I came up with the first ideas, and I was thinking, what would Rainbow Dash be doing during this winter that she didn't have Tank with her? What would she be doing? That sort of thing. How would she be coping? That's the main concept I had, but as it kind of grew, it's it didn't really start off as gonna be an audio drama. It just started off as a short story. But then I started getting inspired by a couple of other audio dramas, and I started getting some more ideas. Like, what if there was a villain involved? I could branch out into some more complex situations. So, like the origins of Tenebrae, my villain, for example. I guess I'm admitting it. I was inspired by the cartoon saga a little bit by Toon Critic Y2K. I don't know. I just really liked the idea of like having. It was originally just gonna be an evil version of Rainbow Dash, but then as it kind of grew, it started to become a whole different being altogether. I mean, it started off as just like an evil voice for Rainbow Dash, but then it evolved into something just all on its own instead. That's kind of how Tenebrae came along, and then yeah, things started to get a bit more dark in the story department, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just
a little dark.
A little dark. Yeah, okay, make that a lot dark.
You killed the tortoise, woman. That's not a little dark. You killed my favorite tortoise.
He came back to life.
But still, the way it just it was terrible. I was like, how could you do that to me?
Well,
you killed Tink, the best turtle. The only one, but still.
But the ironic thing is, nothing like that would usually happen to me in real life. I mean, I don't own any pets, so I didn't really have to go through that sort of thing, because we're a computer family. But I don't know. I just really like emotional stuff. I have no idea why. I think it derived from me listening to a lot of emotional music, because emotional music is cool. I love emotional music. So when I'm watching the show, I keep my eye out if they have any emotional moments in the show, and I see how well they kind of execute it. I don't know. I'm like a judge of emotional tear-jerking moments, and I don't actually cry though. So I always believe that I just kind of have invisible goggles on my eyes to prevent me from being affected by onions. Because I was like watching Remembrance, and even in all those episodes, nope, no tear was shed. Nope, Rainbow Dash. Yep, you just. Fluttershy hadn't cried a single tear in season 7. I was so proud of her. Whilst Rainbow Dash cried like 3 times within that season. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. But yay, Fluttershy, go Fluttershy. Oh dear. But yeah, I don't know. I just really like emotional moments, drama, that sort of thing.
So do I. And I hardly cry too. I only cry like something drastic happens, or something goes like terribly wrong, or if I get pointed at something that's true for myself, it's like, I agree with you, or it's like just a moment where it's like, okay, that's something I need to hear.
Well, I guess for me, it would probably only happen when I'm like really, 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 really stressed. But usually that doesn't happen. I'm mainly organized. That usually doesn't happen to me, so that works. That works a lot.
We're like opposites. You're organized. I'm not. Yep. I'm not. You're talented. I'm not. I'm funny, but you're not.
I can be funny. I actually can be funny, though. You know how many times I've broken Peacock by using all those chicken jokes? I think I was influenced by one of her friends, Sky Duster, and ever since then, we've been joking around that we're having roast peacock, or we're having stir-fried peacock. I put Peacock's head on a dancing turkey, and that broke her. I can be funny.
I know.
Yay!
Don't worry. I can fix that. I'll make you more funny. I'll make you a comedian.
Ha. Nice.
Sorry, I had to roast you somewhere. Sorry.
You had to be done. You had to roast me somewhere.
I had to do the thing. Sorry.
My goodness. Okay then. I'm still waiting for that question of why I'm the cheese queen, but I think it's my turn to ask a question, but I don't know what to ask. Unless it's just a really random one that comes out of like nowhere. I don't know.
Go for it.
I don't know. Let's see. I've noticed that I'm not the only OC with a treble clef in my cutie mark. I've seen a couple of other OCs with treble clefs in their cutie mark, including yours.
Yep.
So, yeah. So your OC's cutie mark. Origins of that.
Technically, it's not mine. I kind of stole Octavia's. There's a backstory to that because I like music a lot. Music is like my kind of like my savior. It's not so much for me, you know. It's gave me comfort. It's given me hope in life. It's me. I love to sing. I love to perform. I love, you know, creating music, all that stuff. I'm not good at it as anymore, but just the feel of music, man. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain, but just it gives me hope. Straight out hope.
Nice.
Gives me the feels. While giving them to others.
Cool.
Yes, music's a big part of my life, and just without it, I don't think I'd be who I am today. So music has been my best friend through thick and thin.
Cool.
Yeah, I like music, and music loves me.
Yeah, that's the same with me, actually. Another thing we have in common. I love music. I've always been musically talented. I've been able to compose stuff when I was little. I have perfect pitch. I'm able to sing really well. I mean, I've been in a choir for 10 years. So I've always been musically talented, the musically talented one in my family. And yeah, I guess that's what my cutie mark is. That was an original.
Me, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
We need more of those kind of people.
Yeah, so I guess that's why I'm called MuseScript, because Muse is like short for music, and script, I don't know, just cause it kind of like. And then script because I guess sometimes I just kind of like writing scripts, that sort of thing, or maybe it's more of a score or something. But you can't call me Muse Score because that's kind of the name of a software. So.
Hashtag MuseScript is now a computer.
Oh, jeez. No, my OC is a Christmas tree. Because it's green, has brown hair, and green highlight tinsel in her mane. I think I kind of based my OC off a Christmas tree.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
As for me, I'm a blue sky with dirt on my head.
A blue sky with dirt. And then, the reason why I'm the cheese queen, I don't know, I was like looking at all the queens and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of food that I like, but then what should I call myself that hasn't already been mentioned? Oh, let's call myself the cheese queen because I like cheese. And ever since then, I've always had like, sometimes I would have a snack with crackers and cheese and I'm like, I'm turning into Wallace. I'm turning into Wallace from Wallace and Gromit here. So, I don't know. That's why I'm the cheese queen.
Somebody say cheese?
Yes, I said cheese.
I know. Well, cheese queen, I'm glad that we're both in the dairy products. I'm cookies, you're cheese. You're sweet and salty.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. You could say that, unless it's a cheesecake. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, my question.
Ooh, still got another question for me.
What is your favorite thing about me?
Oh, that is a very good question. Let's see. My favorite thing about you.
Yes.
I like. I mean, you talk really fast. I've usually noticed. That's. I mean that.
Yes, I do. It's a gift.
Yeah, it is a gift. Your normal speaking. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're really funny sometimes. You're really entertaining, like especially with your bloopers. You just kind of like put on random accents. I kind of do that sometimes. Just go into random voices. Yeah, I sometimes do that. But yeah, you're just really funny. Same as Peacock. Really funny personality. Uh, all right. What is the most favorite thing you like about me?
Oh, twisting it around. I see what you did there. Oh, so many things. How can I choose? Well, there's one thing I do like about you that I'm actually quite jealous at. That you can compose your own music. I have always wanted to do something like that, and I can't. I've tried, and nothing comes. I'm not that, like I'm creative, but I'm not a mastermind where I can create my own music. The words I can do, just not the music to the words.
Ah, I
And
see. Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted / very pleased that you can do that.
I'm the opposite when it
not very much
comes to
people can.
songs. I'm the opposite when it comes to songs. I'm usually better at coming up with the melody than lyrics. But I get there.
Hey, you know what? Maybe in the future we can do it together.
Ooh,
Dun.
nice.
You create the music, I create the lyrics, and we make some pretty good album, no?
Wow, just that accent.
It will be called Music Flutter.
Oh my jeez. Wow. So that was a very interesting interview indeed, FlutterRose. We learned more stuff about each other and about our audio dramas.
Yes, but I do have one question for you, and that's very important.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Go on.
Do you, my friend MuseScript, do you ship Celestia and Discord?
Ooh, good question.
You better choose wisely, because of death life sentence if you choose wrongly.
I'm totally not being pressured here. Let's see.
No, not at all, darling.
I mean, I don't, let's see. Is it okay if I choose?
What? Here, no? What?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Celestia and Discord, yeah, they're pretty cool. But then I also like Fluttershy and Discord. They're super adorable. And as you probably know, well, I mean, it hasn't started yet, but there's gonna be an audio drama of Opera Phantom Discord, and guess who's playing Fluttershy?
It's you?
Yep.
Oh, congratulations. I was going to the audition for that, but I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
At least I know one of my good friends will be playing, so at least I will play it. I will watch it because you're in it.
Yeah, there's already a preview of it on their channel, and it has my voice acting in it, and I'm like, oh, my voice is so cute.
You should send me the link and I'll totally watch it.
Yeah,
In a way, I kind of somewhat teeny bitty ship Fluttershy in Discord. Just because of DF, she actually made it adorable and cute. But Hasbro,
yeah,
stop it.
Yeah, I know.
Stop shipping them together. They're making it very obvious and cheesy, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I saw in season 7 what they did there.
At the ending of season 6.
Yeah, that was very cute though.
I was like, gosh dang it, what are you doing?
Now you're starting to sound like Peacock.
Okay. Any last more questions before we head off?
I
got one more, but do you have one more?
I don't think I have any more questions. What's the last question that you have for me before we wrap this up?
Favorite part in TLS, The Lost Sun. What is your favorite part or upcoming part?
Oh, okay. Well, that would leave me with one more question now. Favorite part in TLS? Well, let's see. I mean, I haven't rewatched the episodes yet. Let's see. I think my favorite part, I don't know. I like the connection between Starlight and Torin. Moments from those two I really like, especially the scene that I drew in that. That was pretty feelsy and dramatic, that sort of thing.
That's my favorite scene. Oh, thank you.
Right, okay, so my last question, what is your favorite scene from THS? Because I've got more episodes.
Oh, it would have to be the one between Rainbow Dash and her grandmother before she leaves. That lullaby.
Yeah.
Oh,
We find out all along that Blue Streak had composed the lullaby that was first shown back in episode 1. I was like, oh my gosh, plot twist, let's put that in there.
it was great. It was perfect. I was like, oh, that's just, yes.
Yay.
And it made me cry because it reminded me of my grandmother, and I was like, grandma. Yeah, so thanks for that.
No problemo.
Alright.
Cool. It was awesome having this interview with you, FlutterRose. And check out FlutterRose's audio drama for those who are watching this video right now.
Don't watch chapter 1. Your eyes will bleed. Just go from chapter 2 and chapter 5. You'll get what's coming.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna do the trademark, well, not the trademark saying, I'm just gonna do what I usually say at the end of my videos. Bye! This is MuseScript signing out!
I'm Daughter of Chaos. Chaos Fun is what I do. Eat cookies and make you smile.
So take this door.